Hi everyone, my name's Kay Kalthoff and welcome to a Stamping to Share video. Today I'm going to share with you this beautiful gatefold card. It was created, actually I created this one, but I was inspired by a card that I received at convention from Sarah Bowles. I absolutely fell in love with it, and so I've turned it into a sympathy card. Hers was a thank you card, and I positioned things a little bit differently and added an inside. So this is the outside, and then when you open it up, this is your inside. And I love that this stamp set, which is a hostess set called Bloom with Hope, it's large. It's a it's kind of a 2-container stamp set, and it has birthday wishes in it or sympathy, and I just adore it. It's beautiful. So let's get started and I'll show you how to make this card. The first thing that you're going to do is you are going to cut a strip of Sahara sand. I've cut this at 4 1/4 by 11 inches, and then you will score it at 2 3/4 and then again at 8 1/4. This will be perfect for your gatefold. So we're just going to go ahead and fold this in, and then I'm going to use a bone folder to get some nice crisp folds so it stays down for us. So here we have the base of our card. Then the next thing I did is I used some Moonlight Designer Series paper, and I just cut a 1/2 inch strip, and it's about 4 inches long. And I'm going to take some multi-purpose liquid glue, and I'm just going to add that. And we are going to put that on the inside right here as just a nice little accent piece. And as long as we're working on the inside, let's go ahead and stamp it. So I have inked up this stem set in Blackberry Bliss. We'll just stamp that right there, and then we'll stamp our inside sentiment right here. And the inside panel of our card is done. Now let's work on the outside panel. So we're going to set this aside, and we're going to stamp the flower on a piece of Whisper White paper that's cut at 2 1/2 by 3 3/4. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab that really big, gorgeous, beautiful flower that's in this stamp set, and I'm going to stamp that down here in the corner, exactly like that. And then using Hello Honey ink, I am going to stamp my Sympathy sentiment right here in the upper right. There we go. So that is complete, and I can get the scrap paper out of the way. Then using some snail, I am just going to adhere this to a panel of Hello Honey. This is cut at 2 3/4 by 4 inches, and I'm just going to put this white panel onto the yellow panel. Beautiful. Okay, and then the next panel that we'll work with is a piece of Blackberry Bliss cardstock cut at 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. So I can just use some multi-purpose liquid glue on the back of this, and we can slide this right in along here at the top. And I'm just making sure that my 3 edges are even. There we go. And then also I want to add a little strip. This is 1 1/8 inch by 2 inches, but actually I'm going to cut this down a hair. It's basically 2 of the chevrons, and this is paper from, again, the Moonlight Designer Series pack. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut up in the center and then match it on each side so that it makes a little pennant. And then I'm just going to trim some of this down because we don't need this much. And then I'm going to scoot that up underneath here. But I'll do that in a sec. I'm going to put this on the card next. So here's our card back into the picture, and I want to make sure that I only put glue on this side, and so I can kind of set it here and know about where I need to stop my glue. There we go. Now I can flip it over and set it down. And what I'm doing is I'm centering it so that the right and left sides are even, as well as the top and bottom. And there we go. Now I can take this little pennant piece, and maybe putting a little bit of snail just for quickness here, we will slide that underneath our yellow like so. Perfect. And now there's only one more thing to do, and that's add a little white bow. Let me see, I think I slid a little bit when I was putting my pennant on. There we go, got it back in place. Okay, so what I did is I took some, let me grab it here. I took some twine. This is our Whisper White Baker's twine, and if you just fold some kind of in half and you're using it right off the spool, you can actually make a bow. Well, my fingers are a little sticky for some reason. I guess I got some glue on them. But you can just make a bow, and you're just doubling it up like this. And then you can trim it up and use it on your card. So I'm not going to do that right now because I have one already ready that I've put a glue dot on. You can see it right here. And I'm just going to set this here. I think that's a perfect finishing touch for this card. And so our card is complete. This is the front part of the card and the inside. And you can see too how easy this will be to mail. There's nothing bulky about it. And yet it's just a very beautiful and easy to make card. So there you go. Have a great day. Thank you so much for stopping by Stamping to Share. I truly, truly appreciate you. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.